welcome to another episode of All Things Milan. Thanks for joining us today. I am so excited for this interview today. We have the whole team here. This is a little different than we normally do our interviews. So this is a nonprofit organization. They are Milan Community S.T.O.P, and they're affiliated with the Set Free movement. So we're going to hear a whole lot of really cool information and some ways that we can help. So be sure you stay tuned and hear the ways that we can help them in their endeavors. Okay, so first of all, let me tell you who we've got here. We have Stacey, Burnette, we have Julie Sneed, we have Sue Collins. She's also my mom. Whatever.
She's so
whatever. I'm the luckiest person. Explain the Milan movement, the whole platform for us.
Yes, so we actually started out with Set Free movement, and that's kind of where we formed our base for the Milan Community S.T.O.P team. And what we want to do in our community is bring awareness, educate everybody here. So we are kind of forming from the ground up, so we're still in the process of forming our team. So we're still looking for more team members if anybody's interested.
There you go, there's a plug.
Yes.
One way you can help.
And then so far we've done a bottle drive, and we are working on a garage sale to fundraise. Our ultimate goal at the end, we're hoping, is to get into the community house, restore that, and hopefully offer some fun days, a safe place for our youth and people that are exposed to human trafficking survivors, anybody that could be a victim of human trafficking. We're hoping to draw into that, so that's our ultimate.
So we've got some big goals here. We've got some big plans, but it's going to take the whole entire community. So stay tuned and learn more. I have Okay, Sue, what is your motto?
So our motto is be aware, get educated, take action. That's what we're here for, just to help you be aware of human trafficking going on all around us. Get educated so you can learn what to look for, how to help stop it, and then take action, what you can do.
Thanks. What is S.T.O.P in Milan?
S.T.O.P in Milan it's Stop Trafficking of People, and it is an organization that we ultimately would like to educate our community and make them aware of trafficking, and hopefully make everybody aware of how to take action if needed. And that's our one focus, especially right now for this year, is to educate everybody, and making them aware. And if they need to take action, how they can do that.
So by take action, do you mean like if you see something that doesn't sit well with you,
Yes.
what your next steps are?
Yes, exactly. There is a hotline number. They ask you not to approach any girl or boy. Don't approach any adult. It's kind of sad. That's your first instinct. That's what you like to do. But there's a hotline number that they would like you to call. You call that number. You tell them your situation. You tell them where you're at, and they'll give you. They'll ask you questions. Basically, that's all you can do is then sit and pray and wait that child or adult, man, woman, boy, girl is rescued.
So we're getting educated to know what to look for, and then the take action part is really just calling and reporting.
Yes.
Okay.
It's usually, if you see something, you're just seeing the tip of the iceberg. There's usually a big organization with that. Very few people enter into sex trade or slave laboring on their own, so there's somebody behind it, and that means there's a lot more people under that one person that you see. That's why calling the number is the safest thing for you and for that person, because if you just pull one person out, you might have 300 more under them.
That makes sense.
Check your kids' phones, check your kids' business. I don't care if you gotta Google it and look at vault apps on an Android or vault apps on an iPhone, look at what they look like. Go into their little store, or your little app store, and search on vault apps and kind of scroll through. You'll know if your kid got one because there'll be one that says open, because they've already purchased it.
Is that vault like a bank vault?
Yes.
VAULT?
Yep. So there's hidden things there. So kids put their photos they don't want their parents to see. You know, it's usually photos, inappropriate photos, because a lot of these kids are sexting, or they're sharing nudes of each other because they think it's normal. Because I'll even ask, don't you do nudes? Not really. Nobody wants to see this, okay? But don't do nudes.
How long has the Milan movement been going on?
We've been going on about 2 years. Like they mentioned, we started with the Milan area set free team, and that's still how we're associated. But we're starting our own kind of organization, the Stop Trafficking of People. So in the last year, we haven't been able to do much, just like everyone else, because of COVID. But we have still been out there. You may see little flyer things around, and our phone, the 1-800 phone number in some of the bathrooms. And so we've still been in the community trying to educate, but we haven't been real active for 2 years. So we're just kind of kicking off now to get busy.
Gotcha. I'm going to put you guys on the spot because we didn't talk about this. Do any of you know the 800 number?
888-3737-888.
888-3737-888. There you
Alright.
go. That's pretty easy, right? 888-3737-888. There we go. How much money is made in modern day slavery?
So, industries that exploit millions of people each year generate more than 150 billion annually, and that is recorded by the International Labor Office.
Are you seeing that trafficking more for labor, or for sex, or for what's the breakdown of?
Well, if you go on the Polaris website, they believe that labor trafficking is more.
So through the grooming, they bring you in the sex trafficking portion of it. A lot of times it's runaways. The average age is 14 to 16 years old. And runaways or kids that are just defiant for, whatever reason, child abuse as a child, they can see the vulnerability of these kids or adults too, and that's who they target. And by targeting them, by grooming them, they're telling them, we've got this good job, you're going to make so much more money. If you come with us, we're going to take care
We'll
of you.
buy you those $100 Jordans.
We're going to love you. That's the big thing
Yeah,
for
yeah.
a lot of people is we're going to love you. And then you get there, you may have a week or two of that. After that, you're a slave.
Well, I am so glad that we are doing this so that we can bring some education to people and give people ways to get involved, because I had no idea about most of this stuff. Speaking of getting involved, I'm going to ask each of you to be thinking, why did you get involved? So go ahead, Stacey.
So originally I was curious. We had the state detective come in and do a presentation 2 years ago. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go, I'm curious. So I went and I'm like, I found out stuff and I learned stuff that I never knew. And I'm like, wow. And I was becoming an empty nester, and I was, I'm like, I could really get involved in this. my granddaughter started growing up, and then learning what I learned and I was like, I need to help, girls and boys of her generation, I'm a little fearful about, letting her go to the bathroom by herself. There was just things, I learned, and so my children, I guess, and other, people's children, I want to know more. I want to give back. I want to help, with this organization.
Perfect. I love it. Julie?
So for me, it was more because I had a teenage daughter that was around that age that, they were looking to groom, and looking into it more and reading up on it, I found out that also a lot of times they will use younger guys, younger girls to befriend these teenage girls and treat them really good, and then pretend to be their boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, and that's how they get swept into this. So that really concerned me, and then the fact that my daughter also was online a lot, and that is another avenue for human trafficking, is sexting, pornography, all that stuff, and it's really easy to trick young, youth into getting into something like that, online. So that was a big concern for me as well. And then the last reason was because we now have a truck stop in Milan, and we are close to Toledo, we're close to Monroe, which both of those places happen to be really high on the human trafficking list, and we have a perfect avenue in Milan, so it's right there. And this is a great community, and I love this community. I love the people in it. We have a lot of youth, and I wanted to make sure not only my child was safe, but also everybody else in the community. So like Stacey, I went and seen the state cop and watched that, and that's how I got involved too. So here I am.
Sue?
So I saw a survivor came to a church where I was a Christian education worker, and she came to tell us all about her experience in the sex trafficking. And I was upset for a year, and I started overly protecting every woman that I knew.
I know.
And I mean, the pain of knowing that survivor's story kind of went away, and then Set Free came to our church and at this presentation that they're talking about, and then I finally had an avenue where I could do something. So it just to hopefully make a difference for our kids as well as the community abroad.
So you have some ladies here who are very interested in helping to educate you. Now the next step is to see what you can do to help them keep doing education and help everybody take action. Help us understand how Milan can help you guys.
So there's a few different ways they can come and support us at the events that we have in town. And we've got a few coming up. We'll be at Third Thursdays. We've got a garage sale coming up for donation. We're going to be at the Milan Fair. We're also looking for more people if they're interested in joining our team. Yep. And then just by supporting us or giving a donation of, monetary or your time.
And are the donations to help you put on these events?
Yes.
Okay.
So we have literature like this stuff that I was grabbing before, the stop sign that goes in the bathrooms. There's little tear-offs with the 1-800 number. So we have to purchase all this stuff. We have a flyer that we made that just tells you a little bit more about what's going on. We have window stickers for your car. So anytime we're distributing literature, we have to buy that. And we would like to do more of that, and we would like to get into schools or churches or any organization where we can help train you to know what to look for and how to take action when
Training
that happens.
costs. And so it's basically all, if you donate money, or your time, it all comes back to the team.
Sure.
It will always stay here, you know, and it benefits everything that we do.
Okay, so I'm going to recap really quick for you. If you have time that you can donate to them, that is in the form of either coming to an event or being part of the team. If you have money that you can donate, that is going to help tremendously with putting on the events, with getting the literature that helps get information out there. If you have connections to any type of organization, whether it's a church or youth groups or any type of organization that they can get in front of to educate, that's what this is all about. So.
We do have more members now than just us three. Jennifer just
Come on,
came
join
in.
us. Hi. This is Jennifer Olds. Yes. This is Jennifer Olds. And I'm going to put you on the spot since you just walked in. They all got to answer already why did you get involved. So I want to hear why you got involved.
Oh, I've been thinking about this like all day. So I went back to school in 2016 and I started doing projects and things revolving around trafficking, and I found out about the S.T.O.P project, which they go to hotels looking for girls. I volunteered for that and here I am. Just very interested and
Passionate about spreading the word.
I am very passionate, yes.
I love it. Do you guys have anything else that you want to add?
I don't think so right now.
Look for us.
Yeah.
We'll be around.
All right. Watch for their team. It's Milan S.T.O.P.
Yep, and they can find us on Facebook as
And
well.
S.T.O.P stands for
Stop Trafficking of People.
Stop Trafficking of People.
We do have a Facebook page, but right now it's under Milan Area Set Free Team. So like us our page, come view our page, and that'll have all our information.
Perfect. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you joining us for another episode of All Things Milan. If you're interested in doing an interview like this, please reach out to me and we'll get something set up. You guys have a great day. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, thank you.